Good morning, Stampers. Today is Wednesday and it is time for our Facebook Live. And I got a couple of fun things to share with you today. I'm going to share a card that did not make the cut for Campanoga. And so I thought I would share that with you quick. And then you can let me know if you think I should use it for my snowmen and flakes or if you think it would work for another class or not. So I'm going to take you on a quick little tour here because I do have something kind of exciting to share with you. I kind of feel like... I don't know. I don't know if you're anything like me, but I kind of feel like my craft room. Good morning, Tammy. I still have your card on my desk. I'll get that out in the mail today before I head out. So sorry. Work was a little overwhelming this week. But anyways, I don't know if you're anything like me. I kind of feel like my craft room is kind of like a crafting version of that game Whack-A-Mole. I don't know if you ever, from the carnival. It seems like you get one hot spot cleaned up and another one just flares up. So it's like like you get this one picked up and it, the pile is down and this one pops up over here. So I'm going to take you on a quick little tour. I'm not going to show you the real bad stuff, but I'm going to show you one of the things that I worked on last week and it's kind of impressive. So I'm going to turn you guys around and, I'll show you the bad. Okay. So here's my crafting desk. It is like piles. So that is the next spot that needs to be picked up. But you can see where, what I've been working on. We're going to don't pretend that that's there. But look this is my back counter. I know, it's looking pretty cool. So what I did was, this is where I usually do my videos until it became overwhelming. And so now what I did is I've organized it back up, and I'm going to show you a couple of things that I used to organize a few of my things quick, and then we'll get going on the actual stamping. So one of the things that I do is here is where I do my I do layout classes. I know, doesn't it look awesome, Tammy? I can't wait to start working in it. So I do layout classes, and I have, if you can see, I have 2 Girl Scout boxes, of course, full of layouts that need to add pictures. So that's one of the things I hope to work on this winter. But what I did is I went and organized the pages by category. It's like boys, birthday, family, girls, beach. So that way when I have my photos, I can go and find a layout that would work with them and then just go ahead and add my pictures as needed. So it's kind of cool. And then one of the things that I did too is, I don't know if you have any extra little 6x6 paper. The Ziploc freezer bags work fabulous for that. So then that whole pack goes in there. I know some people like to organize them by color and things like that, but for me, because I use them in classes and different things like that, I organize them by like pattern. Someday, maybe, if this is a little more manageable, what I will do is, like others have done, is organize that by color. So then this is all of my 12 by 12 papers that I have used in classes. And I have in the studio here some of these, I think they're 12 and a half by 12 and a half. Yeah, me too, Tammy. 12 and a half by 12 and a half Ziploc bags that I've purchased. And I think I have about 1,000 of them. So a lot of times I will bring them to the Campanoga and have them for sale because, these are fabulous because they fit a page. They fit let me show you one of the pages we did this week. So you can see that they fit a nice 12 by 12 page very nicely in the packet. Same thing, I've got quite a bit of paper in here. This is a full pack of designer paper, and it fits very nicely in one of these 12 by 12 Ziploc bags. So, or 12 and a half by 12 and a half Ziploc bags. They don't get bent, they stay real nice. So if anybody needs those, next time you're in the studio, let me know when I've got them for sale. They're pretty reasonable. I want to say they're like... Oh man, don't quote me on this, but I think they're like $5 for $1. So they're pretty reasonable. And it might even be less than that. But if anybody remembers, let me know. So good morning, Barb, Carol, Mardell. Nice to see you all. So here's the next thing that I got for organization. I went to the Container Store. I got 2 things. Let me show you. So one of the things that I do is a lot of times when I need to do a video or if I have a project that needs finishing up, I used to put them in little buckets. And then what happened is I'd lose pieces and different things like that. So the Container Store has these really nice food service bins, which work real well for an entire project, and they stack real nice. Do you see how that works? See? Nice. Works great. And then I also, because sometimes we have bigger pieces, they also have these, what are these? I think they're like 12. I don't think they'd fit a 12 by 12 sheet of paper, but they're considerably bigger. So I thought that worked out pretty good too. So that way then I can keep things at a little bit more of a manageable level. So that is my my designer paper stash. Yes, I'm a paper hoarder. I need to keep using some of that kind of stuff. So then what I did is we're going to keep moving along. I have my, the kitten must have been, this is an old bread, what are these things? Bread storage thing. So what I've got in here is, some of my video equipment and stuff too. So, keep your eyes open when you're at like vintage stores or the Goodwill, because sometimes these things are really nice for, purposing other things. So I'm going to walk you back over here. I know, close your eyes if you get seasick. This is the next area that I'm going to be working on. I know it's horrible. I was going to show you my paper storage. So what I did was my dad, in these cabinets, I've got them sorted by color family. Someday I might go ahead and change them into the, the Roy G. Biv. But for now, I've got my, good morning, Amanda. Hope it wasn't real busy last night after I left. So this is my paper storage, and it works out really well. These are the 8.5 by 11s. And then down here, and these shelves are for extra stuff. This one keeps my paper trimmer. And these are the current designer papers, and this is more of the 8.5 by 11. And then down in the third one, we've got 12 by 12s. So that works out really, really well as well. So my dad did those for me. He installed custom things in my cabinet. And I think all it is just like, I want to call it Luan board that is just on a vertical. So, all right, let's go back over to my messy desk, and I'm going to show you a really cute little card that I did. And sadly enough, it didn't make the cut for Campanoga. So I can probably, okay. That looks like it's upside down, and it's really not. So ignore the angels that are upside down. So, okay, let's go ahead and I can show you a couple other things. So this week, one of the things that we did was we worked on some cards with the new cup set, and this was a card that we did. Isn't that kind of cute? Woohoo! That was not one for camp either. This is one of the cards that we are going to be making for my Snowmen and Flakes class, which is in October. I want to say that it's October 17th. I do have openings in the afternoon and evening as well. So you would be making 3 of this card. And it does look a little overwhelming, but it is not. It goes together really quite simply. But these are the snowflakes that we used with that one. So I thought it was pretty cute. Kind of reminds me of, a little bit of a Joanna Gaines kind of card. So I was playing with that. So one of the things that I was working on for camp, don't forget camp is October 12th. If you're not signed up, hurry up and do that. I think registration closes. What day does it close? I think it's 10 days early. So I think it closes on October 2nd. So if you're not registered, make sure that you get signed up for that, because it is going to be blast so fun. This was the card that I was working on for camp. Isn't that kind of cute? So sneak peek. All right. So the card that I am going to, one of the things that I was working with was the Snowfront stamp set. And it just didn't fit the need that we had, but I thought the card was really pretty cute. And let me show you how fast it goes together. And you can let me know if you think it's something that we should stamp at another class. So let's go ahead. So this is the mountains. Let me show you, did I show you the stamp set? This is the stamp set. It matches that waterfront set that we have, kind of a real naturey looking, whimsical, not really detailed. It's more, I'm not sure the word that I'm looking for. Didn't get enough sleep last night, but that wasn't, that's nothing new. So anyways, I should have gotten more sleep because I got to go home early, about an hour and a half from work. So I'm going to use gray granite, and we're going to stamp the mountains up here in the top. Cute. And I am going to also stamp right here. And then I'm going to stamp off so that it looks like our mountains are higher in the background. Do you see how that works? So cute. I'm going to use Mossy Meadow, and we're going to use the tree. We're going to go 1, and we're going to go 2 and 3. Cute, cute. add another tree over here, and we're going to stamp off to give it the illusion of fading into the background. We're going to stamp a nice big tree right here in the front, again to bring that the focal point down here to the front. And let's see here. Oh gracious, did I lose my little house? Ha! Oh brother, some days. Let's see what we have in here. Nope. Oh, let's see here. What do we got? Talk amongst yourselves. Yes, yes, indeed. Well, let's put our little snowman on here because he's pretty cute. And I'm going to use that in gray granite as well. We're going to stamp him right here. And we're supposed to have a little house. Well, it's always good to be organized. And you all know that I'm not always so organized. We try. It's a work in progress. Of course, my distraction was in the studio here this morning. Oh, here it is. He needed some paperwork done like yesterday or so, he says. So that's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. So here's my little house. Oh, he's so cute. Love it. And we're going to add some crumb cake because I don't know why, just because. And I'm going to stamp that one off because I want it to look light, more like wind blown. Although maybe with crumb cake wasn't the best color. Maybe that looks like more like dirty snow, but you know, it's late winter. So here is the image. I just think that's so fun. I mean, how cute is that? So I went ahead and used the buffalo check, and this is what my finished card looks like. I added some rhinestones. I'm going to put Be Merry on here. I'm going to emboss that in white on the red paper. But I used the black and green buffalo check because I thought that looked kind of cute. So let me know if you think that's something that we should be doing in a class because it didn't make the cut for camp. There was a cuter card for camp. So go ahead and let me know what you think. And hopefully, thanks again for joining me today. I'm so glad you took some time out to pop in and see what we got going, and hopefully enjoyed the little tour of the studio, and we hope to keep making progress here. But that's all I got for you today. I have some few things to, I forgot the Christmas time. We forgot that one. This is one of the hostess sets in the Christmas catalog. It is so cute, and we can just thinking of you at Christmas time. Again, leave a comment, give me a thumbs up, share my video, and one of you will be receiving this card in the mail next week. So thanks again, peeps, and talk to you soon. Toodles.